and I finally start driving home because our flight got delayed, so it was a 10-hour drive home. And mind you, the whole time I knew that he cheated on me the whole drive, so it was a rough drive. Pierce my ears with me because I'm going through it and I don't know what else to do. That one just went through.
Is it just me, or does something about Harper's whole situation feel way heavier than it should? Like, this isn't the usual breakup sadness we're used to seeing online. This actually feels kind of worrying. So, as most of you probably already know, Harper and Benny broke up a few weeks ago after the whole cheating scandal blew up online. But lately, fans have been worried that Harper is not doing okay. I mean, she recently posted that she was in an accident, and yeah, she's physically fine, but the timing, it has got everyone talking because this happened literally right after the breakup drama exploded, and the internet cannot help but connect the dots. It's not hard to think that she's been spiraling, like emotionally drained, exhausted, and just not herself. And honestly, I can see why people are worried. That breakup wasn't just messy, it was humiliating. She found out she was cheated on, defended herself publicly, got backlash for being too emotional, and now she's out here posting videos that feel way more personal than usual. Under her recent post, you can literally see people trying to lift her up. One comment said, "Aw, I hope that you're okay physically and mentally, XX," and another wrote, "It was all Benny's fault. Don't blame yourself." And that's the thing. No one is clowning her. Everyone just feels bad because you can tell that she's really hurting. The thing is, Harper has always been that bubbly, carefree type, but the tone of her TikToks lately, completely different. The smiles look forced, the captions are sad, and she's been choosing background audios that seem like she's trying to say something without actually saying it. And guys, if you've seen that clip she made with Piper Raquel, the one using Ariana Grande's "In My Head," you already know where this is going. She literally used the lyric, "Boy, I invented you," and the shade was loud. Fans instantly caught on. Some even commented the fact that I didn't know who Capri or Benny was until they started dating y'all, and "Boy, I invented you," so true. I only knew them because of you guys. Like, ouch. That is not just a breakup, that is a public reality check. Harper basically reminded everyone that she made Benny relevant, and now he's out here pretending to be some innocent, heartbroken victim, and she's flipping the narrative right back on him. And honestly, good for her. But at the same time, you can't ignore how intense everything feels right now. Between the accident, the cryptic post, and the sudden shift in tone, something just feels off. She's clearly hurt, and you can see her trying to mask it with soft audios and subtle little digs that say more than words ever could. And then, as if the internet wasn't already side-eyeing him hard enough, Benny had the nerve to post his own TikTok. You know, the one where he basically tried to claim he was loyal? Yeah, that one. Be so for real.
Can all my big ladies come to the front? Skinny go to the back. No, skinny come back up here. Come back up here. Come on.
The second that video dropped, fans flooded his comment section. One person wrote, "Did he really just say he was loyal?" And another replied right under it with, "Are we sure about that?" And honestly, I felt that. Because how are you gonna be the same guy who cheated, got caught, and then double back acting like you're some symbol of faithfulness? Make it make sense. It's that classical move where instead of owning up, you double down and act like the victim. But at this point, it is obvious. I mean, he'll stay quiet while she's crying her eyes out online and then pop out of nowhere with a cryptic "I'm loyal" post. The timing is so obvious, it hurts. Now, here is where things get even messier, because right after Benny tried pulling the "I'm loyal" act, those leaked texts started going around. And y'all, if even half of it is true, this situation is way worse than we thought. The texts were allegedly between a girl named Ava and one of Harper's friends. Ava basically says, "Sky and Benny got together and shared a bed the entire trip and made out on top of each other." Then she adds, "I don't want to ruin your day because I know this adds stress." So you guys, if this is real, that is not just rumors, that's confirmation. But here's the thing, nobody's been able to prove if the messages are legit or fake. So until it's all confirmed, just take it with a grain of salt. So still, the reason this blew up so fast is because of those texts named Sky M. And not to be messy, but have you guys noticed how Sky is always involved with other people's boyfriends? I'm not saying that's confirmed, but that's definitely the narrative out there right now. Like, remember when Aiden and Embry broke up? Rumors immediately started that Sky was in the mix back then too, especially after that one video of her and Aiden. Yeah, the one she deleted off of her account later. But of course, people screen recorded it instantly, and it's been floating around as proof ever since. And this is why people are side-eyeing her again, because every time there's a boyfriend drama, Sky's name somehow ends up trending in the middle of it. Like, is it just a coincidence, or is she actually playing into it for attention? Right now, the fandom is split. Half think that Benny and Sky are rage baiting for views, and the other half think that something definitely went down behind Harper's back. Either way, Harper's silence about it is loud. She hasn't addressed Sky directly, but the timing of her shade posts and the lyrics she's using in her TikToks, it's starting to feel less like a coincidence and more like confirmation. But as much as we're deep into the drama, you guys, we gotta back it up for a second, because before all these new leaks, Harper already told her truth. She literally sat down on camera and said she's not trying to drag Benny, she just wants to tell the full story. And that's the part that broke everyone. You could see it in her face. She was not angry, she was just exhausted.
Hi guys, it's Harper. I'm giving y'all the full story time, so yeah. In this video, I'm not trying to slander Benny's name at all. I just want y'all to know the full truth and only the truth. I'm gonna make this very short and sweet because I'm sick of this situation. I'm sick of knowing that I got cheated on and everything, so.
In that video, Harper explained that she went all the way to Benny's college for his homecoming weekend. From the start, things were off. He did not want to go out, did not want her talking to people, and kept saying that he was worried rumors would start. Which, let's be real, that already sounds like someone trying to control the situation before it explodes. And then that outfit moment, ugh. He embarrassed her in front of his friends, telling her, "What are you wearing?" when she was literally just dressed up for a party. Meanwhile, he's out there shirtless in a pool, acting like the main character. The double standard was so obvious. So Harper ignored it, changed into his sweatshirt, tried to play it cool, but by the end of the night, two random girls came up to her, asked for a photo, and then casually dropped the bomb. Did you hear what Benny did?
So I go outside in my party outfit. I'm really excited. And in front of all of his friends, he says, "What are you wearing? What are you wearing? Like, what are you wearing?" And I ignore him. So I go back to my room and I change into a sweatshirt and sweatpants. And mind you, the whole party, he was shirtless in the pool, so I don't understand the problem with what I was wearing. So basically the whole party, I wasn't really hanging out with him because I didn't like the comment that he made on my outfit. So I'm hanging out with other people, and two girls come up to me and say, "Hey, can I get a photo?" And I'm like, "Of course you can." So they get a photo and we walk around and talk for a little bit. And they finally tell me, "Did you hear what Benson did?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Well, he cheated on you."
That's when her world just flipped. She calls her best friend Brooke, confronts him, and then suddenly Benny starts yelling at her, at Brooke, and at everyone around. Like, how are you the one who gets caught cheating, but then you're the one screaming? The gaslighting was insane. He even tried to leave her stranded at the party, and mind you, this was 30 minutes away from his place. That is not a fight, that is an emotional punishment. Harper said she forgave him the next day, but she couldn't stop thinking about it. Imagine having to drive 10 hours home knowing the person you trusted most betrayed you. And the worst part, she later got a video from one of Benny's own friends confirming that he did cheat. He tried to claim he was drunk, that it just happened, but Harper pointed out the obvious. If you're sober enough to walk to a car and hook up with someone, you're sober enough to know what you're doing. She even mentioned that the girl he was with was younger, which made everything so much worse. And that's what hurts. She kept trying to defend him even while explaining the story. She said that he was a great boyfriend, that he made a mistake, but you can tell deep down that she was still processing the shock.
This girl, she is very young actually. She went up to Benny's friend and said, "Hey, can I get your snap?" They said yes. Then later that night they hung out. So clearly, if you are falling asleep drunk, how would you be able to walk to a car or speak to anybody? That just confuses me, and I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Now, what really made people rally behind Harper wasn't the whole drama. It was how real she was. Like, she didn't try to play the victim or fake a glow up. She was just honest. You could see the pain in her face when she laid in bed for days, replaying everything, asking herself, what did that other girl have that I didn't? And that's the part that hit everyone, because every girl has been there. That quiet heartbreak when you realize the person you loved just didn't love you back in the same way. But on the bright side, at least we know that she's okay after her accident. She's still posting, still showing up, still healing. And as for Benny, well, nobody really knows what's going on there. Some people swear he's with Sky M now, and others think that the two of them are just rage baiting for views. And I know y'all are probably asking the same thing I am. Who was the girl that Benny actually made out with? We just know that she was younger, but no one has confirmed her name yet. And you already know, once that name drops, Benny is going to be trending again for all the wrong reasons. But don't worry, I will be right here to catch it all and keep y'all in the loop.